Hey guys, hello. I am waiting to get my other coach on. We are going to do some hot seat coaching today. If you got a question, if you got an issue, um, you want to, let's see. Um, if you have an issue today, we are going to do this live, guys. So you do not want to miss it. I am just waiting for the bounce back greater coach to get online with me. She is here and we are, I don't know, when you join people, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to bring the person on, but you guys hang in here. Hang in here. You don't want to miss today's session. So just hang in here and she will be on momentarily. We are going to see what's happening here. Woo! Okay. We got you. We got you.
You got me,
I
but I
got
don't
you.
see you.
Man, it takes a little bit of time, but I got you. And welcome, welcome, welcome
Yeah,
to,
I don't see you though, Jackie, in that hat though.
oh,
But how come I can't
so
see you?
you can't see me.
I can't.
Okay, guys.
Oh,
Okay.
well, they see us both, so
Yeah, but that's
it
crazy
is.
why you can't see me.
I don't know. I hear
So
you
you know
though.
I have a head
I,
on. You
Yes, because, well, I saw you when I was waiting to be onboarded onto this amazing platform. Come
okay?
on, everybody drop in the chat if you know that Jackie B. Grice is the Launching Deeper business coach to be rocking with. Just drop some fire in the chat. I'm just, giving credit where credit is due. If you know Jackie B. Grice is the right coach to be rocking with in the name of business, launching deeper. Can y'all hear me?
I can
Yes.
hear you.
Yes.
I
Come on
I
with the
can hear
fire,
you.
Hampton girl, Cheryl.
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
Prestige. Yes. Come on. They already know.
Cheryl Peach Porter, we got you, born
Born
boss
boss
lady.
lady.
Man, thank you
Yes.
guys. And if you guys are able to like share it, those people that are on, share it because what I do is I get a lot of people that, like around 12:30, they're like, I missed you. What happened? And I'm like, guys, we're only on for like 15 minutes. It's not a long, session because I just value people's time. I know as a business owner, a wife, all of the things, a mother that, time is so valuable. So, you know,
All right.
yes, yes. So, Cecily, you can hear me. You just can't really see me.
I can't see you at all. It's like blacked out. But girl, we're gonna do this in
We're going
Jesus'
to do it.
name.
And
Come
as
on.
long as, somebody just give me a thumbs up that you guys can hear and see both of us. That's the thing. We just want to make sure you can hear and see both of us. Okay. And y'all can see us. Y'all, okay. Okay. Because we've had a little technical difficulty in the past, but we want
We
to do this thing. Okay. Okay. We're good. We're good. So we get ready to get started. But Cecily, look, people have just been like, you have been amazing, amazing, just inspiring people
thank you.
and
Praise the
encouraging
Lord.
people. Can you just drop us like a couple gems of bouncing back? And then we're going to pull someone up. Um, and if you want to be pulled up, because we're going to actually I'm going to pull you up with us, and we're going to do a quick, maybe 10-minute coaching session. And we want to pick someone, if there's, an issue, if there's something you've been sort of contemplating, you're not sure of how to move in a certain space, or you just have something that you want to talk out, we want to do that. And we want you guys to see an example of a quick hot seat coaching session that can help a person in a short amount of time, hopefully resolve and get some clarity. So yeah, just give us a little something. People just love you. Give us a little gem or whatever. Let's just...
Well, first of all, I praise the Lord for his favor, for his faithfulness, and for yet another invitation, Jackie, to be on your platform. You know, I count it a privilege and an honor to be here to speak to your audience today. And we know that the Lord is in the midst of us because he's promised to be there where two or three are gathered in his name. And so once again, Jackie, thank you so much. And to all your listeners, I just declare God's blessings upon your lives. A little something about bouncing back. So, you know, my thing this year has been to speak what you seek until you see what you said. Speak what you seek until you see what you said. To be clear, we're all going to see what we said because our words have that much power. The Bible says that there is power in the tongue, right? Life or death is in our tongue. So we know that we have creative power. As God has been, so as God is, so are we. And we know that God spoke everything that we see, everything that we feel, everything that we can smell, everything that we can touch. He spoke it into existence. And so, yes, I just want to encourage everyone under the sound of my voice to speak what you seek until you see what you said. Yes.
That's so good. I'm telling you, the testimonies that I received after you dropped that was unbelievable.
Mhm.
And it just recalibrates you because
Mhm.
it's so easy to drop back into,
Ooh.
man, I can't do this, or
Yeah.
this situation is too big or too difficult. But if we
Yeah.
believe God has called us to greater, if we believe that God has placed something in our hands that
Mm.
is going to change the world, change our family,
Yeah.
change our community,
Mm.
then we have to be able to. And we're strong believers in prayer and the power of prayer. And I
Yeah.
just want to speak over everybody on this call and anyone that catches the replay that God just empowers you to do the thing that he's called you to do. And we break the back of the adversary
That's it.
to hinder and to distract you from the call that God has placed on your life. So
Mhm.
we're not playing. Like I said, this year I am committed to helping people if they want to build a business or a nonprofit. If
Yeah.
you are trying to do that, or you want to live the life that you know you dreamed, you hoped, but that life that in your secret time you prayed for. Because
Mm.
see, a lot of people don't get that. Is we got our stuff that we don't tell anybody
Right.
about, but we want to start coming into agreement with some of these secret prayers,
Mm.
those prayers that sometimes you're afraid to tell anybody about. We want to decree and declare that you will see it manifest in 2024. If you lean in, like I saw this thing today, lean with it, rock with it. You got two choices. You can either lean with it or you can rock with
Yeah.
it. So that's what I
Yeah.
want you guys to do this year. So, okay, who is going to be who has something that they would like to be coached on? So I just need somebody to say, it's me in the chat. And Cecily, you can see the chat too.
Hmm.
Okay. And you can also request to join. So sometimes, okay, me, I got it. I have someone. Now let me see how I can. Okay.
Is
I saw
there a request to join that
Farah
she can?
Layer Balloon. Okay, wait a minute. FER. Y'all got to bear with me. Just wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Okay.
While we are waiting, Jackie, can I just share one
Yes.
thing related to what you were talking about? Okay, and so in terms of just coming into alignment with that powerful word that you just declared over everybody,
Yeah.
that we will see what we have been believing God for this
Yeah.
year. One of the things that I have been doing with those within my sphere of influence is helping them to create intentional vision boards.
Ooh.
Now, vision boards that I've created in the past have simply been images and words that really just strike me as beautiful, strike me as something that I really want or aspire to be. But intentional vision boarding goes deeper. Intentional vision boarding starts off with one word that we want to define this year. So,
Mm.
one word. And then we create our vision boards by doing everything related to that one word. So we come up with the categories that relate to our lives, that relate to the area of our lives that we want to see improvement in. And then we are very, very intentional about the images and the words that we put on that board that are connected to affirmation statements and that are ultimately connected back to that one word. And so I just want to encourage your listeners, if you have never vision boarded, this might be the year to do it and to be intentional about the images and the words and the statements that you place on that board so that they can help to create new neural pathways that obviously will create new behaviors because you'll be thinking differently,
Oh, yeah.
right? And then we can use that also as a strategy to help us to bring some things that the Lord has for us into reality.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I just got a text that said they can't hear me. I
I,
don't know. Can you guys hear me? Can y'all hear me?
I hear you.
Okay. But I want to say something before we jump into this hot seat coaching session. Okay, good. You can hear me. So it could be something technical on that person's end, but we'll figure that out. Okay.
Mhm,
So, Cecily, what you just dropped is some of the things you said I'd never heard as far as envision boarding
mhm,
in that space. So I want to create a space where we do a session on that. So we're
mhm,
going to work on that where we do, and we're not, it can't be done in a quick thing like this. So
mm-mm.
we're gonna work on something, guys, to bring you, because it's about adding value to your life. And if we're really gonna do this thing in this year of release and this year that God has spoken as the year of favor,
Yeah.
then we gotta give you guys all of the tips and hacks and things like that to move forward. So introduce yourself, Miss. I got your screen name, but
Yeah.
give us your first name and at least tell us, since we don't have a whole lot of time, we're gonna probably be on a little bit longer, but just
Just a
give
So
me a
I
little.
am I am Gabby, um, Faracho
Hi,
Clear
Gabby.
Balloons. Um, yeah, pretty much. I just jumped on, so I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
Hey, Gabby.
Gabby.
Hi. So yeah, so it's funny because last night I created a page because it's called Young Inflators Club. So I'm trying to create this space where I can bring balloons and business concepts and math to children, just
Oh,
to help them, just experience new ways of learning and just expose them to different things and just encourage growth. So yeah.
love that.
Wow. Can we just clap it up
Come on.
for Gabby for just
Come on.
being, having the courage to jump on like this. And like I say, we're going, the replay will go out, and people sometimes they can't jump in for this short period of time during the day will watch it. But Gabby, we thank you. I'm telling you guys, That right there, as a business coach, what I say to people is doing it, jumping out there. That is number one when you
Hmm.
want to launch deeper and to go further. So you already doing the thing by just being like, hey. So tell us something. Give us, since we only have time to maybe deal with one thing. What is something that you might want us to kind of, something that you've um, maybe been dealing with as it relates to growing that business, or an issue or something that you may be dealing with concerning that area that you're stepping into?
So I'm highly, highly introverted. So first of all, I would have never been on a live ever.
Okay.
That's the first. But it's pretty much because I'm so introverted. I never really stand in front of a room. I never really talk to people. So now I'm trying to create like a lesson plan. I'm trying to create things that can be focused on certain groups of people, certain age ranges, and so that's new for me. Um, and just I don't know, just taking action really because I'm not a social person. So now this is going to take me way out of my comfort zone. Like usually I am a balloon artist, so I do balloons. I don't have to talk to clients. Usually I work through event planners. They do the work, you know, client facing, and I just do the back end. So this is going to like kind of put me in front, which is going to be something very new for me. So
Sounds good. And we're gonna, we're gonna ask you for your permission for us to give you some coaching tips. And if you do see us looking down, sometimes it's just us writing some notes or something like that. So just wanted to let you know that as well. Cecily, do you want to speak on this first to kind of get us into?
Yes, thank you. And so, first of all, congratulations, Gabby. The way to get unstuck from any situation is to move, right? Is simply to move. Jackie and I have been coached to do it now. Do it now. We can't always wait until the feeling comes. Sometimes we have to kickstart the momentum by simply doing something. So, congratulations for taking the first step to move beyond. You described yourself as highly introverted, and I get that. I hear some extrovert tendencies in you. So maybe you're an ambivert. Maybe you're an introvert in that, you are okay with being by yourself or being in the background. But when something really calls you, when something empowers you, you know how to step forward because it's that thing. In this sense, it sounds like creating a program for children. And so that thing is pulling you from the back into the forefront. And so I just want to encourage you to continue taking those steps forward. You mentioned creating lesson plans for different age groups. So my question is, do you have any experience creating lesson plans for, is it children?
yeah, I'm going to be like intermediate, middle, and high school eventually.
Middle and high school? Do you have experience creating
I do
lesson plans?
not.
Okay. And so what were your thoughts in terms of taking the first step towards developing some lessons for these young people?
I have various age groups in my household, so I
Okay.
actually was gonna kind of like play around with different things with them, and see
Okay.
how they relate to it, how they take to it, how they enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
My husband actually suggested because my daughter's birthday is this weekend, so I have a house of younger kids,
Mm-hmm.
so to actually put something in action then and see how they take to it. So I think that's going to be a start. Just put some activities together, with balloons, multiplication, and just see how they grasp it, how they act towards it, and just see what can come out of that, and what sparks.
Okay, what sparks? I love that. And I love how you are starting with what you have right in your house. I believe that everything we need as people that God has called is already in the
Mm.
house, is already in the house. And so I love that you realize that. If I could just, as an educator, give you a couple of points, is that all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what I would start with is, what do you want the young people to feel or to experience or to know how to do after they take your program, right? So it'll be a course or some kind of program, is that right?
Yeah, it'll be a program, pretty much kind of like enrichment, youth development. So pretty much
Mhm.
they will learn the craft of balloon art, but they also will be engaged in math and business activities, like, just teaching the younger ones, like, okay, how to use an ATM, learning, banking skills, stuff like that. Just things that we don't typically teach younger children, or some people just, when you around the right people, yes, you get those type of educational things. But I didn't get it
Mhm.
growing up. I didn't know anything about going to the bank, saving, anything like that.
And guess what? At least at my school, we don't teach it either, even now. And so you're absolutely correct. And I love that you are looking to enrich young people with those life skills, because we all know that they do need to know how to go to the bank, how to create and stick to a budget. They need to know those things. And so I love this. So start with that in mind. You want for the young people to be able to learn the art of ballooning. I'm just making up that term. And then, for example, and then using it to create a stream of income. Let's just say that was your goal, right? And then what I want you to think is, what are the three things that they would need to know if they were going to be able to learn the arts of ballooning, and then how to create a stream of income from that? Does that make sense? So you're
It's good.
starting with what you want them to know. You're starting with that. That's where you're going to start. You're going to start with the end in mind, right? And then you're going to say, what are the three things that I would need to teach them, or the three footsteps that they would need to walk in order to know how to balloon, and then use that skill to create a stream of income. Does that make sense?
It does.
Was that helpful at all?
It is helpful because it'll help me, like, create something. Like, yeah. So it'll be have me something geared towards.
Y-
Okay.
Yeah, I
Jackie?
love it. Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. I think that the thing also, it is about teaching something that is fun. It's like you deal with the hard and the good. I call it sometimes peanut butter and jelly. So it's like you're bringing them in with this ballooning and things that are fun, but you're also teaching them life skills, whether you lean into it financially or other things that you may want to eventually add to the program. But it's like you're bringing them in under the ballooning, but you're also at the same time teaching them something. And it's also teaching people about doing something new and getting people out of their comfort zone, because most people, we've gotten the balloons, but we are not necessarily, we don't know how to do it. So it's to me, I love it because there's so many lessons that you can learn from it. And people, I want you to see what she's doing is she is using something that she's passionate about to also serve her community. And things like you said, you live with this age group, you see it, you see how they operate, you see how they learn. So God never really gives you anything that's outside of your, like, I'm not going to teach people how to do singing lessons because I can't sing, I wasn't around it. But he gives us stuff, her skill, her love for the balloon art, she's going to use that with helping kids and serving her community. And that's what it's about. It's simply saying, okay, what God have you placed in my hands, and how can I use this to serve the community? And what this is going to do for you is this is not only going to expose you to serving your community, but it's also going to cause people that need your service to reach out to you to say, hey, she's doing this social, she's helping our community. I want to give back. I'm having an event, I'm having a party, and I'd love for you to do my party or my event because I see you're already giving back to your community. The one thing that I think Cecily touched on is that competence, right? So you're going to be creating programs. You're going to do something that you necessarily haven't done before, but you know that there's a gift, a seed inside of you to do it. So what I would, say, if I could take my coaching hat off and put on my consulting hat for you, is to encourage you to daily, 15 minutes, learn about putting your programs together, things that you want to teach people. Just spend 15, guys, it doesn't have to be something, like I got to spend an hour a day, but spend at least 15 minutes a day on what you want to do in this space that you're going to go into. Just 15 minutes, if you could commit to that. I know we're sort of out of time. We could really delve into this. This is Cecily's gifting, her lane. But what I'd love for you to do is if you could go to launchingdeeper.com, or you could DM me because I got it. I'm building a team that's helping me do this. But DM me, and we definitely like to talk to you further, see ways that we can help you grow this thing. I love it. I absolutely love it. I haven't seen it. So, we decree and declare that you're going to be the first. You're going to be the first at doing this. And it's something great about being the first at coming out with something that has never been done. But, guys, so thank you for your courage. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate you. We're going to do this again and bring some other people up. But Cecily, before we close out, is there anything else you want to say to kind of close us out?
Yeah, when I think about bouncing back, I told you if the concept of bouncing back was an insect, it would be a caterpillar. Because a caterpillar, in order to become what it was designed to become, has to be open to being completely dismantled, to being deconstructed before it is reconstructed to an even greater version of itself. So what I want to say to everyone on this call and everyone who will watch this after we end the live is say yes to the process that God has for getting you into your next season, for helping you to become an even better version of yourself. Say yes to the process. If bouncing back were an insect, it would be a caterpillar. And we all know that a caterpillar is destined to become a butterfly. But in order for it to become what it was always created to become, it must be willing to shed some things. It must be willing to go into a hiding place, a wilderness season, if you will. And it must be willing to trust that on the other side of what might be uncomfortable is something greater.
Yes. Yes, yes. Let's clap it up, everybody. Thank you. Clap it up. And you guys that can, put greater in the chat. Greater. We decree and declare greater over your life. So just put greater. Just put greater. Just put greater. That's right. That's it. Let's put greater. So let's push this
Yes.
out. We are encouraging you. You have a tribe now. Gabby. You have a tribe
Yep.
of people that are wanting to push you into your greater. So you believe that when the enemy comes at you and tells you, I'm not qualified, this is too hard, there's too much for me to do, I don't
Hmm.
have the resources, I want you to remember this day that God said, it's yours. This thing I placed in your hands is yours. All right?
Thank
Yep.
you,
Love you
ladies.
guys.
Thank
You
Thank
you
you
so
got
for
it,
much.
Gabby. You
leaning
got
in and
Thank
this.
rocking with
you.
us. All right. Until
I feel
next time.
full. Thank you all.
Yes, and please share this, guys. That's the only way we can get this out and help as many people as possible is if you share it, like it, and just continue to follow us. Thank you. Thank you.
I hope Gabby comes
Me,
back to share.
yes,
Yes.
yes, Gabby, you gotta, we're gonna hold you. She's an accountability coach too. Just
You
you
got to
don't.
come back, Gabby. That one step that you took forward, that one thing that you did towards having this enrichment program become a reality. We want to hear. We'll be back
I,
here
I'll
waiting.
be back.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, guys. Love
Thank
you.
you.
Okay.
Love